So the move for my wife and I to New Zealand was with the right amount of work in that we did put quite a lot of effort in was actually quite seamless. And logistically, I think there will always be a few issues, but we actually managed to transition it quite quickly. I think the real advantage actually with Beca is that because they're part of a talent accredited visa scheme, it allows quick processing of the visa. It's actually minimal fuss, and it certainly makes the whole transition from one country to another a lot easier. And Beca, when I spoke to them on numerous occasions after the interview, they were very accommodating, very helpful in getting everything ready to start our new lives here. For my wife, it was which I think she found it just as easy in many respects. Yeah, so the landscape and geological opportunities in New Zealand are certainly very different to the UK, certainly different from what I'm used to. It's actually something a lot of work I did at university is now coming to fruition in terms of the work I'm doing now. I find it's I'm relearning some of the things that I was introduced to many years ago, but I'm also able to bring some of the skills and techniques I learned from the UK. But in terms of New Zealand, it's got a very young, very diverse geological landscape, and it makes the work very interesting, very challenging. And of course you have volcanic and seismic challenges over here that we don't have in the UK, and that certainly adds a bit of spice to the otherwise day-to-day jobs that we get involved in. So yeah, when we used to live in the UK, and I'd spent some time working abroad in the Middle East and North Africa, and it made us realise that there were a few things we valued more than others. We valued a good work-to-life balance. Having the great outdoors on our doorstep, and not having a particularly long commute. It all sounds very cliche, but it's quite true. And I think when we looked at the options, New Zealand offered those things in abundance. So the transition from the UK has been quite easy in that respect, because it's been we've probably strode into line with our values a little bit more working over here. In particular, Beca in particular has a sort of a good work hard, play hard ethic, and if you're prepared to put the work in and be challenged, then there's a lot of reward to be had.